Hi, welcome to another episode of Broome Up Front. I'm your host, Chris Clapper, and today I am joined by Broome's senior maintenance mechanic, Matthew Wightman.
Thanks, Chris. I brought some equipment for today's topic.
Today, we will be talking about electrification. Some questions that might be related to it, like what is electrification and how will it change our lives and our lives here on the campus?
Well, electrification is basically a move from using fossil fuels, oil, coal, natural gas, to using electricity to power everyday lives, to take care of our heating requirements, our transportation requirements, and basically try to reduce our need for fossil fuels.
So what are the various applications for electrification?
Well, you have electric vehicles. Everybody's familiar with Tesla and other electric vehicles out there. They perform very well, and they're a good vehicle, but they're very expensive. The initial cost is high for everyone. The materials we need to make the batteries are imported from other countries. It's not domestic. So there's concerns about if everybody had an electric vehicle, is the grid capable of supporting charging all those vehicles? Right now, it definitely is not. But as time goes on, I'm sure there'll be upgrades. And the idea is to try and use, renewable energy, such as solar, wind, hydroelectric, to produce that electricity.
So those are really the pluses and the minuses are
pretty much in a nutshell, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So you're going to give us some examples of what forms of electrification are most practical?
Yeah, I've actually focused on heat pump technology because that seems to be the most attainable and most responsible means of going to electrification. For example, you can install a mini split heat pump in your home made by Mitsubishi, Fujitsu, or any other number of manufacturers. And if you're using fuel oil to heat your home, you're using, on the average, a person will use 1,000 gallons of fuel oil in one winter. And you're looking this past winter, $6,000 or $7,000 to heat your home. Whereas with a heat pump, you will spend a fraction of that, maybe $400, and you'll heat your home comfortably. It'll displace that 1,000 gallons of fuel oil.
Okay, great. All right, so we'll be right back after this break, and when we come back, Matthew's going to give us a demonstration of how a heat pump works.
Coming soon on Broome Up Front Plus.
Brad, what are you doing?
I am baking bread. The greatest show of the century. My name is Brad Bradwell Bradley. I live at 69420 upstate New York. By day, I'm a history teacher. By night, I make the most purest bread. Try some.
Yo, this stuff is the bomb, yo! Look at here, buckos. The world of bread selling is very hard and dangerous. There are so many shady figures out there.
So, sus, what we gonna do about this Bradley Brad guy?
Don't know him, Mark. I'll take care of it. For my name is Sus Frog.
We are through. We are done.
No.
Which one you guys call Huge Jazz? Attorney at law.
Hey, Brad! So I'm looking for this Muffin Man guy. Can you help me?
Yo, you can take this stuff to your girl, yo.
Say my name.
You are the Muffin Man.
You gosh darn diddly darn is right. Baking bread.
Man, I wish somebody would throw that Mountain Dew at me.
Sure.
All right.
Hi, welcome back to Broome Up Front today. I'm here with Matt Wightman, and he's going to do a demonstration for us on heat pumps and how it affects our everyday lives.
Well, I wanted to bring in a whole heat pump system like you'd install in a home, but obviously it'd be a huge setup. So I quickly modified an old dehumidifier to use as a demonstration to show how heat pumps work. Now, dehumidifier, you have a cold coil, you have a hot coil, and basically you remove the moisture, it reheats the air and exhausts here. So whenever you move heat, a heat pump moves heat rather than creating it. So we can heat this water in this 2-gallon jug for 1/4 of the cost of what it would cost if we were using an electric heater to heat this water. I'll plug it in and let it get going.
Okay, so this is really a demonstration of what a hot water heat pump would do.
Correct. Yeah.
Right.
In the industry, it's known as a heat pump water heater. You can buy them. I've been using one in my own home now since 2003.
So what are the various forms of heat pumps?
So
What are they used
it's
for?
actually a very good question. So if you look around your home, your refrigerator, freezer, if you're a public drinking fountain that's refrigerated, dehumidifiers, a lot of things you wouldn't normally see around, they use a refrigeration system in them, and that basically is a heat pump. You're moving heat from one area to another. Now in this situation, you have the cold coil here. You're moving the heat into this bucket of water. So over the next 15 minutes or so, this water will go from 50 degrees to about 120 degrees. And again, the energy used to do that is 1/4 what it would cost to do with an electric element.
Okay, for like in comparison to an electric,
Correct, yeah.
Hot water
Electric
heater.
water heater like you'd use in a standard home, yeah.
how about a hot air heat pump for heating
Or like
cooling?
a forced air heating system for a home.
Yeah.
So that is part of it too, is trying to, electrification, trying to get away from natural gas and oil for using for your heating systems. And there are several heat pump systems to do that. Some like this one are only a fixed speed compressor. When it gets down around like 25 degrees outside, they don't perform very well. More modern ones have an inverter compressor. It runs variable speed, can ramp up and down and adjust better to those climates.
So how much could I expect to save if I was heating with a heat pump versus natural gas, for example?
It really depends on your electric rates where you were and also what your natural gas rates are. Here on the East Coast in the Binghamton area, if you're using natural gas, kind of averaging a heat pump will cost you about half what it costs you to heat with a conventional, 85 to 90% efficient forced air furnace.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
So can you explain to us how this works in a little more detail?
Sure. So so with a heat pump, you're moving heat from one area to another. In this situation, this is a coil that gets cold, condenses moisture out of the air, and then the heat is dumped over here through the vapor compression side. So the discharge of the compressor, high temperature hot gas goes to here, and basically recirculates through the system.
Okay, great. Well, thanks for your demonstration, Matt. Thanks for watching Broome Up Front, and
Thanks.
thanks everybody.